What's up people? This is David the Animation Fanatic 17 here. I hope you all had a very blessed Christmas yesterday and spent some good time with your families. Now then, to start off this video, there is a very blunt statement that I would like to get across. 2022 for the Vyond community this year has been nothing but complete and utter dog crap. Never in a million years would I have ever thought that the Vyond community would hit such a low point throughout its existence, especially since I've been a Vyond user before. But this year has truly defied all odds in regards to how insane and downright ridiculous the drama has been for the past year. For this video, I'll be going over some of the more noteworthy events that happened this year, and just how ridiculous all of it truly was. So, let's begin. First, I'll start off with the Lamar Punishment Day video that was made earlier in May 2022. It was quite possibly one of the worst YouTube videos I've ever seen, and one of the worst Vyond videos in general. It was just too graphic, too nonsensical, and downright abusive in many areas, and this brought upon the problem of treating troublemaker characters horribly. Guys, whether we like them or not, troublemakers are still human beings. They can change their ways for the better and become good people, just like what I did with Tristan. That goes for you, Carlos Jimenez, who I had to deal with a lot of the time, in which he enjoyed seeing troublemakers like Lamar, Tristan, Jody and Viley getting life-threatening punishments and injuries, just because they all caused trouble. He even admitted to liking the aforementioned Lamar video, which makes him absolutely fucked up in the head. Look people, whether or not you like or dislike troublemakers, nobody should have to go through traumatic events or life-threatening actions that could possibly kill someone. The only people that deserve that type of punishment are pedos, dictators, sexual predators, and murderers, and should only be reserved for only the worst troublemaking factions out there, including the Lanistiums, Reapers, Chaos Coalition, and the Rubber Bandits. Another problem that defined the community this year were the crap ton of imposter accounts out of multiple users, like Corey, Gabe, Andrew, Vance, and even myself. As I'm sure most of you recall, in late July and early August, I had to deal with a person named David the Animation Fanatic 17, yes Jamie the Animator no, who stole every episode of Tristan Gets Grounded, used my avatar and made grounding threats and rants out of my closest friends on my channel, and tried to give me a bad reputation online. It doesn't just end there. In early September, that same guy came back under a new name, Rock is a skeet again / Corey Comedian 1993 sucks, and went right back into doing the exact same shit he did before. And he also sent me an email, threatening me for taking down his Ungrounded series, and that he will come back and re-upload the videos again. This email actually makes me cackle uncontrollably in just how utterly stupid it really is. Now I already tore this person to shreds and talked about this situation before, so I will not repeat myself, but safe to say that dealing with incompetent people and trolls like this really tends to get old after a while. Also, it was not just me that dealt with imposters. Vyond Kim is also a widely known user for stealing videos from users such as Jack, Corey, Victoria, Nova, Vance, and even me. Although, Vyond Kim is a dead topic nowadays, and nobody gives a shit about her, so I'll move on from now. Case in point, trolls and imposters are annoying, pesky little pieces of cow shit that only steal people's videos to desperately get attention from people only because they are pessimistic little assholes who have nothing better to do with their time. And we all need to start leaving all of them alone so that they can wallow away in their little caves while desperately trying to crave as much attention as possible without putting the hard work in to meet their goals of becoming famous on the internet. End of discussion. Next, let's talk about the bastardization of certain OC characters. For example, Mrs. Ramirez's character was almost completely ruined online due to the fact that she was written to be antagonistic and treat her troublemaking students like they are terrorists. The Sarsic 2021 video is a fine example of Mrs. Ramirez and the rest of the VHS staff being written to be evil, corrupted monsters. It got so bad that GA Bricks and Dark Matter Blade Man literally had to create a video to call out people that were writing her this way back in September. And thank goodness the video actually worked. Not only that, but Eloise's parents were hated and almost gained a bad reputation thanks to that god-awful Punishment Day video made out of her by Sodor Legend. Lastly, Raven's reputation was also nearly ruined by Michael the animator after he portrayed Raven as being a pervert and a sexual predator in a multitude of videos he created. Michael had to be called out for creating those videos that actively broke Raven's actual character by, once again, GEA Bricks and Dark Matter Blade Man. People, you really need to stop portraying other people's characters so terribly. People work very hard to create their OCs and their established roles in their universes, including troublemakers. You are ruining the hard work of that person's universe, and it is highly annoying to the owners of those characters now that they have to fix things that they shouldn't have to fix. Please stop this, because it is starting to become a detriment and a major problem on top of the other thousands of problems that this utter joke of a community has. And the last thing I would like to talk about is the countless amount of user dramas that made the Vyond community downright insufferable to be in sometimes, from CPPF 9000 trying to give Mike Animate a hate base for a simple grounding video and her drama escalating, to Wilson Perez being revealed to be a pedo by making a nude version of Noella's avatar, when he was 19 years fucking old and she was 14. To Louis 95 losing the respect of many people and supporting the Russia-Ukraine invasion, to Jonah Campbell coming back and acting like a complete man-child on his YouTube channel, and Adrian 2K7's situation that I won't go over just for his sake. This year was filled with users getting dragged into unnecessary drama, and it got real old, but, quite possibly, the worst user drama that happened on YouTube this year. To a user that actually didn't deserve the backlash and the drama that he had to deal with, is none other than Corey Comedian 1993, who is one of my closest friends on YouTube. Just like I mentioned before, the Punishment Day video out of Lamar, the Eloise video, and the Ken-word video caused everyone to criticize him for his content, which was understandable, but everyone took it way too far, and the latter video caused Corey to take a hiatus from doing Vyond videos for a long while. But this most recent event has been probably the worst I've seen of Corey's drama so far. On December 15th, Corey was falsely accused of being a pedo after people began criticizing the video where Lamar harassed Sophia at the park and went up to her completely naked, thanks to Felipe the Vyonder's older brother, apparently, making such a stupid assumption. Now, whether or not any of Felipe's claims are actually true or not, what I can be absolutely sure of is that people in this community really love to accept news such as this, and believe in what people are saying right away. Because of this, unsurprisingly at this point, people actually believed Corey to be a sexual predator, and now Corey's reputation on YouTube might have been tainted forever because of it all. There are so many things that can be said to debunk those claims, but they have all been said at length already. So I am just going to cut straight to the chase and say that this situation in particular is what finally pushed me into making a video such as this one. I made this video to bring into light just how absolutely fucking horrible the Vyond community has been this year on the drama scale, and could be argued as being just as bad as 2021, if not, worse. Overall, my experience with the Vyond community thus far has been a mixed bag. I really thought that the community hadn't sunk that low when I left back in 2016 before returning 5 years later, but I was completely wrong, and it has somehow gotten even worse during that time span. This community is nothing but a cesspool of go kids, incompetent people, horrible people, and people who are just downright insufferable to deal with sometimes. Every community is like that, but the Vyond community is a special case in just how batshit insane it can get sometimes. But at the end of the day, drama can happen at any place, any time. It is how society works. Sometimes we all take the littlest of things and take them to the absolute extreme, and it doesn't matter if it is for a website like Vyond, discussing a TV show, watching movies, reading a book, or playing video games. People are always gonna conflict with each other, because not all of us are the same. We are our own each individual person, and we have our own opinions in which we believe are true. However, that's not to say that we can't mitigate the effects of drama in the Vyond community. We all need to try to just ignore what stupid drama may be arising and not overindulge in it. We need to not jump into conclusions about what a certain user has said or done. We have to consider every single angle of the situation and come up with conclusions for ourselves. I have said something like this before, but if we always focus on the bad sides of things, we can never focus on the good sides of them, meaning that you will never get a good experience of interacting in the community so long as you always talk about the negatives. Appreciate the good things that the community has to offer, like your best friends, instead of the bad things that it offers. And if you do talk about the bad things, do so with your own personal opinions and not ones set out by others. Anyways, to conclude, 2022 in the Vyond community was very bad, but starting next week when 2023 arrives, all of us, as one singular group, can make it an effort to make the community a better place to be in. It doesn't necessarily mean that the community is gonna be free from all of this drama, but if we all make an effort to act good around one another and make it an effort to talk about the positives that the Vyond community can offer, such as making new friends and supporting users when they need it most, then we can have a clear understanding of what we need to do in 2023, and make it a much better year than whatever the hell 2022 was supposed to be. And that's all I have to say for now. I would like to thank you all for making 2022 such a successful year for my channel. We reached 1,000 subscribers at the beginning of the year, and we also reached over 2,000 in July, and I thank you all for getting my channel to where it is today. All of you guys rock, and I can't wait to see where my channel is headed for 2023 and beyond. Also, I have some good news to share. I am finally planning and drafting the first couple of episodes for the new life of Tristan Davidson. I am super excited for this series to get off the ground, and the writing process for episode 1 will start by either January or February, depending on the time I have. I hope you guys are all looking forward to this series soon. I want it to be the very best it can be. Anyways, this is me, David the Animation Fanatic 17, signing off for now. Peace to you guys, and let's make 2023 a better year. Goodbye.